Gotta hold the gorilla. Gotta capture the gorilla.
Ali, psychologically savage. Frazier worse than anybody I've ever seen. I mean, worse than Foreman, because Foreman only got it for one fight. This guy got it for 3 fights.
Get the man on out of here.
I'm gonna do something to you.
You got all the time in
And
the
you in
world.
Manila, you're in my country too. I'm gonna win every round, because over in that country, the one who wins is the one who loses is the one who get hit on the head the most.
I'm
gonna hit you on your head the most.
I promise.
I promise you I'll hit you on your head the most.
That when I come down today, you know, we're not gonna get all worked up, and we're not gonna make
I'm just telling the
too
truth.
much noise, because
I'm just telling the truth.
I don't want to be brand with that.
I'm just gonna hit you on your head. I'll hit your head.
Forget about the
I'm
head
just gonna hit you on your
situation.
head.
What about your body?
And not really recognizing that he was really being a little too cruel.
It's gonna be a thriller and a chiller and a killer when I get the gorilla in Manila.
Dug deep into Frazier's psyche. I mean, you know, it's just, you start to kid with a guy and you start to get under his skin, and when any little thing you say becomes huge. Well, Frazier was that. By this time, he had really perfected his act. He had a little gorilla he'd pull out and punch the little gorilla, and he had a chilla in Manila, chilla in Manila with a thriller in Manila with a gorilla in Manila. By the time he got through rhyming chilla, thriller, Manila, gorilla, I mean, he just wouldn't stop. He had 15 new rhymes every day.
Well, number one, he's too ugly to be the world heavyweight champion. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier is so ugly, his face should be donated to the Bureau of Wildlife. Man's too slow. Man's too ugly. Man can't think. He's a geechee. He's there he is, Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier! Joe Frazier! Joe Frazier! All right, get him out of here. You make me nervous. Get him out of here, man.
But Frazier was training hard. I mean, Frazier was training hard.
You really want to hurt him, do you, for 15 rounds?
You better believe for 15 rounds, I want to beat on him.
You see, that's what I meant when I said, do you hate him? I mean, there's this thing in you that wants really to hurt him.
Well, the main thing about it, I figure like when you knock a man out, you take him out of his misery. Suffer him a little bit, beating on him, that hurts him more than anything in the world.
I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to knock him out. He must fall. He must fall. He must fall.
Something I'll tell him during the instructions, when the referees give us instructions, of the first clinch or two we're in, whisper it in his ear. He's a little shorter now, so I can just look right down on him and, you know, Joe, so-and-so, so-and-so. Joe, so-and-so, be good, Joe, now. I'd be a good, but no, now, Joe, don't do that now. You know, I got something to tell him.
He says that he's going to whisper something to you, the first clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any guess what he's going to whisper?
Whatever it is, I'm going to whisper right back to him the same thing.